Hello everyone, it's Alendis, and I'm gonna show you guys all the wands that I currently have, and all their movesets, and all their rune. The Entwined Root has Fire Dart and Fire Blast. Those are the two runes that it comes with. The other two, Converging Flame and Blink do not come on this. So just remember Fire Dart and Fire Blast. So here is Fire Dart. And you cannot charge that, it's just a single fire. Then we got Fire Blast, raises up fire from underneath. And here is the running attack of the wand.
Silent as a whisper, or loud as a thunderclap.
Fresh waves delivered every morning.
Here is the full attack.
I guarantee, shells full again by sunrise.
And it does not have a charge attack. That's the roll.
Fresh waves delivered every morning.
And let's move on to the next weapon. Alright, so the Fuse Coronet has Fire Walker and Spin Strike. So here's Fire Walker. Engulfs you in flames, and you just do periodic flame damage to whoever's next to you. Here is the Flame Spin. Pretty nice. So here is the running and attack. It does 2 swipes. Pretty nice. Here's the roll.
I've got these. No, you couldn't live without.
Stabs the ground. And here's its full combo.
I guarantee, shells
Just interference in the free market.
Pretty nice. And no charge attacks. Alright, next up is All Is Known. Frost Needles and Frigid Arc. So here is the Frost Needles. Does a second attack after. Pretty interesting. That is the other move. So here's the running.
factory is a bargain.
Here's the dodge. Here's its full combo.
I've got
I will be punished for my enterprising spirit.
And then here's its charge.
shells full again by sunrise.
It does not have a charge. Alright, next up is the Amberhusk. Got Lightning Leap and Lightning Storm. Here's Lightning Leap. And this is a multi-hitting move, so I have made a build around it. Here's Lightning Storm. And if you're locked onto a target, they will home into the target. Here's its full attack pattern.
I've scoured the realms.
Does a lightning slam at the end. Pretty nice. And no charge attack. Here's its running.
The world at your fingertips.
And then here's its roll.
I guarantee, shells full again by sunrise.
So Crooked Key has Lightning Barrage and Lightning Flash. Here's Lightning Barrage.
Fresh waves delivered every morning.
Pretty interesting. That would be scary on cliffs. And here's the I think that was Flash. Yeah, Lightning Flash. So here is its running attack.
Everything is a price.
Here's its dodge. Here's its full attack pattern.
Be silent as a
This is
whisper,
interference
or loud
in the
as a
free market.
thunderclap.
And no charge. Alright, next up is the Flame Becomes Us. You can actually craft this with a recipe. Comes with Fire Burst and Converging Flame. So here is Fire Burst. Oops. So here is Fire Burst. And here is Converging Flames. And you can charge this up. It does crazy amount of damage. Here's its running attack. Here's its dodge.
Everything
This
is
is
a price.
interference.
It seems like it follows it up with a second attack. Let me do that again. Oh no,
The greatest
just one.
victory is a
Here's its full combo. And no charge. So next up is the Grasping Magus Wand. So this has Lightning Dart and Lightning Blast. So here's Lightning Dart. Here's Lightning Blast. Here's its run attack. Here's its dodge attack.
every trinket a treasure.
It's got some nice range on that. Here's its full combo. And it seems like you could time it right and maybe do something, because it looks like it charges up with electricity. Alright, up next is the Hoar Frost Sickle. It's got Ice Dart, Cold Sling. Here's our Ice Dart. And here's Cold Sling. From experience, Cold Sling is very scary to use, especially around cliffs. So here's its run attack. Got a nice range on it. Dodge. Its full combo. And no charge attack. Alright, next up is the Molten Clutch. It's got Firewall and Armageddon. So here's Firewall. And here's Armageddon. So here's its running attack.
I've got things you didn't know you couldn't.
Its dodge attack.
All weapons and
Greatest
point.
victories.
And its full combo. And no charge attacks. Alright, so here is the Moon Shard. And this one just has Frost Up. So here is Frost Up. Here's its running attack. Dodge attack. Here's its full combo. And no charge attacks. And here's its stationary attack. So next up is the Nit Gate. It's got Plague Column and Plague Splatter. So here is Plague Column. It shoots out needles when enemies are close. And here is Plague Splatter, one of my favorite moves. Here's its running attack, dodge attack.
World at your fingertips.
Here's its full combo. No charge attacks, and here's its stationary attack. Alright, so next up is the Rune Stricken Wand. It's got Plague Barrage and Plague Explosion. So here's Plague Barrage. Here is Plague Explosion. Here's its running attack. Here's its dodge attack.
I've got things you didn't know you couldn't live without.
Here's its full combo.
Greatest.
Charge attack. It does not have one, and here's its stationary attack. Alright, next up is the Sanglier. It's got Plague Burst, Plague Launch. So here is Plague Burst. plate launch. So here's its running attack. Here's its dodge attack.
All about things you didn't know you couldn't live without.
Here's its full combo.
Be silent as a whisper, or loud as a thunderclap.
And see if it has a charge. No charge, and here's its stationary. Alright, so next up is the Tarnished Wand. It's got Charge Bolt, Static, and Lightning Bolt. You can farm this from Echo Knight in the Crucible, or you can get this from the end chest in the Crucible, or you can get this from the Echo Knight that's been summoned by the Pestilence area. So let's check out its moves here. So here's Charge Bolt. Here's Static. When enemies get close to you, they take lightning damage. And here's Lightning Strike. Lightning Strike does quite a lot of damage. And then here is the Run Attack, Dodge Attack.
I've scoured the realms.
Here's its full combo.
Fresh ways live it every morning.
This is interference in the free market.
Here's its charge. Does not have a charge, and here's its stationary.
I guarantee. Shelves full again by Sunday.
And that is it for all the wands. Let me know what your guys' favorite was, and you guys all have a fantastic day. Peace.